My marriage is just 2 years old. I work as an accountant in a secondary school. 2 months after we got married, my husband collected my ATM card. My salary is N110K. Whenever my salary comes, my husband withdraws the whole salary, takes 70K and give me the rest. He will still insist I use the money to buy things for the house, and also for transportation to work. After 3 months, I asked him what he does with the money. He will tell me he adds it to his business, tailoring materials. I complained to my mum, and she told me not to worry because he is my husband. Some months later, I told him I needed to change my wardrobe and get some new shoes for work that I would need all the money for that month. He called me a stupid woman, that I should manage the ones I have. When I refused, he beat me with his belt. I told my employer everything. Then she told me to open another account that my salary will be divided into two, 55K in my old account and 20,000 in my new account. She said I should tell my husband that the school is downsizing and they are retaining me with the condition that my salary will be reduced by 50K. When I told him, he didn't even bother. When my next salary came, he collected 40K and gave me 10K. I was angry and asked him how he expects me to go to work. Then I also questioned what his own money is used for. He beat me badly and kicked my stomach. I miscarried the baby I was carrying. After I was discharged, he told me that if I ever question his authority again, that he will disfigure me. This is someone I dated for 1 year, 7 months, with no form of violence. Though our church does not support visiting our intended husband alone, so I didn't have the opportunity to study him the way I should. My mother had an accident, and I wanted sending her money. I asked my husband that I will need 15,000 when my salary is paid. He told me that I won't give my mother anything because his mother needs a deep freezer for her fish business. I just didn't say anything. I sent some of the money I have been saving in the other account to my mother. A week later, his mum had an accident in a kiki when she went to buy fish. He told me to take loan from my office so he can add to the one he has to treat his mum. I told him to use the one he has been saving from my salary, and I won't do what he asked me. And he should remember what he told me when my mum had an accident. Then, 2 months into later, he returned my ATM card because my salary was no longer coming. I told him to hold it, that I won't collect it again. He went in to bring his belt to BTT me. I used the curtains pipe on the floor of the sitting room and his neck. He told everyone that I want to key him. His people told me to apologize, I said over my dead body. On the open day, I got a car and packed my belongings and left him. I told the woman I worked as a nanny in the house after my secondary school about everything. She sent me 450,000 to get an apartment, which I have done and moved in. My pastor said we should resolve the matter. For the first time in my life, I insulted my pastor and told him it shall not be well with him. I have apologized to my pastor, but I won't go back to that devil of a husband. Now, my mum says if I don't go back to my husband, that it will break her heart, and she may KPII because my mum is diabetic and hypertensive, my father is late. How should I convince my mum to understand that I can't go back? Please, I need advice. Please.